Hi, I'm Clayton Fechko, and we're here at one of our new projects we're starting. We got the dirt equipment moving, and pretty soon our pipe crew will be coming in. The quad tracks, we're seeing, basically they were driving through water and still picking up dirt, where if you take a Challenger through, they're drove by friction. So the friction, you lose it when it gets full of water. Basically, then that tractor's just burning its tracks in that water puddle and it gets stuck because it can't move. Where the Steigers are gear driven, so they just basically, as long as they can get their traction, they'll go right through the water. Where we're from, and all the good dirt's gone really. So we're just left with sandy, wet, stuff, and our 627s get stuck in it, and our Challengers get stuck in it. So then we're sitting, waiting, can't do anything. Have to bring in hoe and trucks, where we use our Challengers, and the Steigers are better at it, at getting these jobs done when it's not ideal conditions. Obviously, in perfect conditions, just about anything works good. But to have a machine that works awesome in perfect conditions and works awesome in terrible conditions is just a no-brainer at this point. The Steigers come up and they'll have articulate, and all of them tracks are still moving. And you'll just come right up out of a hole, even if you're in wet stuff, and it'll turn and go right where it needs to go. And our Challengers will actually be stuck there until the dozer comes and pushes them up and out. Moving dirt once is about the best way that you can make money. So if you're moving fast, moving a lot of dirt, and only moving it once, that's about the best strategy you can come up with. The traction advantage, it's hard to explain, just because sometimes you can't believe it. They're basically pulling when those back tires will get gunked up with mud, and they'll stop spinning. And that tractor's pulling a fully loaded pan with the back tires not spinning down a road, and that tractor's driving through the same thing that the back tires of that pan are not moving in. And it's basically like pulling a 60,000 pound lead weight, and those tractors can. I've seen, multiple times where, you got to get out and with the other ones and back up, try to get the mud out, try to get them clean. But the Steigers will just kind of keep going, and Challengers come up out of a cut, they'll actually slam, which is incredibly hard on them. Where the Steiger, it comes up and just kind of follows the train and comes right up and out. I said before, I had my dog on my lap, and he's just sitting on my lap, as I was running this tractor, and he fell asleep and didn't even wake up. You're driving a Cadillac, but if you're in anything else, it's like you're running over a railroad track without a crossing. It's not fun to be in. So it helps out with our operators, keeping them comfortable. If I had to throw somebody that, hasn't ran it before, but does know tractors, I'd be comfortable in knowing that they'll be able to run it without, with very minimal explanation on how to. With the visibility in the Steigers, you have windows all the way around, and it's a safety thing. You can see, if there's somebody walking by you. I like how the Steigers are also really narrow. So when we're hauling them, they're not hanging off our semis by 2 feet. They actually sit pretty. They only hang over about 6 inches, so that's easier to load them. It's easier to haul them. You don't have to, watch out for mailboxes, and it's nice. Looking at the numbers, between the Challengers and the Steigers, they're probably getting about 20 more loads a day than them, which has to do with being stuck and having to get pushed out, and and getting passed through cuts and through fills. What it really comes down to is being able to do the job or not. The main thing that makes money is getting it done fast, getting it done fast, and getting out.